Hi, it's the Lipstick Gal. Thank you so much for watching today. Time for some February favorites. I've got kind of a wide range. I'm looking at stuff here in front of me. There is some makeup, there are some skincare items, and I'm gonna tell you, my skin has been struggling this month. I don't know how a 46-year-old woman is still dealing with acne, and I feel like I have more than my almost 13-year-old daughter. I mean, she has really great skin, but still I'm just like, I am breaking out more than my kids. What is going on here? So one of the things that has been a huge help to me has been these Cos RX Master Patches. These are little colloidal patches. There's only 3 left here. But they're these little discs. They feel kind of like the same material. If you've ever used one of those Band-Aids for blisters, that's what this feels like. What I love about these patches, they do 2 separate things for me. The most important is, I admit that I pick, and you should never do that, so don't do what I do. These are like little tiny Band-Aids, so I'll put one where I need one. So every time I go to touch my face, oh wait, yeah, hands off. So it's a physical reminder and a barrier to keep me from scratching and poking and squeezing my blemish. That's what these are great for. The best part about these, and you always want to put these on freshly cleansed skin, is that if your blemish finally comes to a head, you can put one of these on, and throughout several hours, it actually draws a lot of the oils and sebum through the skin layer into this little patch, and then the patch ends up with what looks like a little white spot on it. And when I take it off later, I find that the redness has gone down because there's not as much stuff underneath the skin because it's passed through to the patch. And the size of it just kind of, but only if it's come to a head. If it hasn't come to a head, this is only going to keep your hands off, which is also not a bad thing. I love these so much that I got a 5-pack because I was like, I've got 3 left. I need more. And apparently my body thinks I'm a teenager. So these are really great. Another item I'm not sure that I love yet, but I love what it's doing for my skin is this. This is the elusive Biologique Recherche P50 1970 lotion. 1970 being the fact that it's the original formulation that has phenol. And phenol is a strong, I think it's an acid. Oh, it's a very strong smell. Very, very strong smell. And I got this at the tail end of January. It was a birthday gift from a friend. I'd been eyeing this. This bottle is $100, $110. I was like, eh. So she gifted it to me for my birthday. And I have been using this, and it's done a couple of things for me that I didn't know was possible. First of all, the size of my pores right here, I felt like they were just getting larger and larger and larger. They're smaller. Like, I was looking in the mirror the other day and I was like, whoa, that looks like my skin from 5 years ago. What? The size of my pores have decreased right here in this area. I tend to have a lot of orange peely texture right in through here and then across the top of my nose. I feel like I'm also dealing with less texture on my nose, which I really like. And it makes a pore filling primer work just a little bit better and my skin looks smoother overall. There is a trade-off because this is the strongest version of this that they have. So it's the most aggressive. And I feel like my skin has been a little bit dry. We've had really cold temperatures, we've had a really big snow this month, and I feel like maybe this was not the month to start this. And I know that I started by using it twice a week in the evenings, and then every other night after the first couple of weeks. And I feel like I've seen a difference in my skin. But if I decide to continue using this when I'm done with this, I'd probably not get the 1970 version, which is the original version with phenol. I'd probably just get the regular P50 lotion. Something that doesn't smell terrible that I have been enjoying a lot is this. This is the Kristoff Robin Cleansing Volumizing Paste. This smells like you stuck your nose in a rose. It's interesting. You can see the texture in there. I really like this. I have been using this a lot. A friend gifted this to me. It came in a Derm Store Beauty Fix box, and they gave the box to me as a gift, and I have been enjoying so many of the things that came in the box, but this is my favorite thing. My favorite thing, because I noticed that if I wash my hair will smell good, you know, for the day, and the next day it won't smell bad. It just won't smell like the shampoo anymore. And then by day 3, I'm starting to smell like myself again. If I use this, This rose scent lingers. If you do not like the scent of rose, this is not for you because it is strong, but it also lingers. I have been letting my girls once a week use either this shampoo or the one from Biologique, the charcoal exfoliating shampoo. And my daughter, who chose to use this, I smelled her head and like 3 days later, I'm like, it still smells like rose. It still smells so pretty. I like it, but it's not a false rose scent. It literally smells like you're walking through a rose garden. It's very heavily scented, but more than just the scent, I love the way it's very gritty. The texture is really gritty, and I use it and I make sure not to just put it on my hair. I kind of like separate my hair and I'll put a little here, put a little here, and then I start to massage it in, and then I let it sit for 10 minutes. And when I rinse my hair out, my hair feels amazing and my scalp feels clean. I do get a lot of scalp buildup, and this is like, bye-bye. Love this stuff. Now this next one's a little nostalgic for me, and I've definitely been needing a dose of nostalgia. We're coming up almost on 12 months of being in lockdown, 12 months of a worldwide pandemic. Our lives have been changed forever. And I started doing something late summer, early fall, where I started watching shows that I had watched before because they were predictable and it wouldn't be like a startle, a scare, like an unexpected. I started rereading books that I had read before. I knew the ending, especially ones that were a little lighter and a little fluffier because I couldn't handle really heavy things. This year has been so stressful. And I noticed that I've gained weight because I've been comfort eating. A lot of my habits have been whatever I can to kind of lower my stress level, and also to kind of give myself that little extra, you know, maybe sometimes physical or emotional hug. And that's what this is. This is my little emotional scent hug. It's a fragrance called Poeme. It's from Lancome. Now, I first discovered this when I was in college in the 90s. I fell in love with this. And this was my personal scent for probably a decade. And then I kind of, you know, by the time I was in my 30s, I was like, something else. For much of 2020, I didn't wear any fragrance at all. I was lucky to have had a shower, brushed my teeth, put on some deodorant, you know, just the bare minimum. But I finally got to the point in the beginning of this year where I decided I need to get dressed every day. And I know this, and I've told myself this before, I need to do my hair. I need to put on at least a little bit of makeup. It doesn't have to be a lot, even if it's just a lipstick, a little something, and fragrance. And I keep coming back to this. And I think the reason I keep coming back to this is the scent that I was wearing all the time when I met my husband. This was the scent that I wore on our wedding day. And I used to be able to find it at the Lancome counter. I haven't seen it at the Lancome counter for a long time. And for a while you couldn't even buy it. They had discontinued it, but I'm glad they brought it back because you can find it right now on Lancome's website. I'm not good at telling you what it smells like, but it smells like good times to me. So I have been wearing this a lot. I have like 4 spritzes on today. I am full, like wafting in my own little cloud of Poeme, but I'm still needing that little extra something to remind me that we're gonna get through this. Better times are coming, and sometimes it comes in a scent. I have fallen in love hard and fast with the Dream Cushion from M Cosmetics. This is their lightest shade. I think it's called Daydream? Cloud Dream. It's Cloud Dream. But it looks like it would be pretty dark, but it's like the perfect color for me. You can see it right here. I love this so much. It's very lightweight. It's very moisturizing. I like the look of this for just a slight perfecting, you know, lightweight, not heavy, still looks like skin look. I will use this in tandem with cream products like cream bronzer, cream blush, cream highlight. I love this a lot. Another one that I like a lot and I have been continuing to reach for, I kind of rediscovered it this month, is from L'Oreal. It's the Age Perfect Radiant Serum Foundation. I liked this so much, I put it in my own empty cushion. This is a cushion that I got years ago that was delivered empty so you could create your own cushion foundation from Mimi Box. But it's really great. I love it, and I like putting it on this way better than like on the back of my hand and then using a traditional makeup sponge to, you know, do this. I don't know why. It just goes a little faster. I like it a lot, but I'm liking lighter weight, sheer, almost like, are you there coverage? A lot. So when I'm wearing those lightweight foundations, I don't set my whole face. I set under my eyes and I set my forehead because I do have some expression lines here and the foundation will tend to settle there. I also tend to powder like right in through here, corners of my nose and then my nasal labial folds, because that's where I tend to get product that will collect. And my favorite, I still love this. It's the Beauty Pie One Powder Wonder. This is their universal shade. It's called Uberlecent Universal. It looks so scary because it's white in the pan, but see how it has kind of like a subtle glow to it? It's beautiful. So it gives a little radiance under the eyes. And I use it with like a little tiny brush like this. I'll literally, that's it. That's because that's like a lot. And then I'll just, you know, lightly here, and I don't need a lot. And then corners of the nose. But I like that it doesn't bring me down to like a full, complete, flat look, because it does have a subtle radiance to it. I love this, and I don't know that you can tell, but there's like a little ski slope divot. I'm gonna hit pan sooner than later, and I'm gonna need another one. Another powder I have been using this month, and I've been using it in a different way than I think it was intended, is this. This is the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear Powder in a Foundation in a Powder. I think that's what it is, yeah. It's foundation in a powder. And it's supposed to be full matte coverage and waterproof. Now, it is matte. It is matte. I don't know about the waterproof part. Okay, whatever. I don't use it up around my eyes where I could find out if my leaky left eye is gonna be like, nope, you're not waterproof. But it doesn't look good under my eyes. I tried it once and it aged me. But on the rest of my face, this is beautiful on the days that I need just a little bit more coverage. So if I'm wearing a lightweight, you know, foundation like this or the M1, and I'm trying to cover up, you know, this little blemish here, I'll take the sponge that comes with it. I'll dip it into the product, and then I'll just lightly tap it over. Got another one over here. It takes down some of the redness. You can hit the corners of my nose with this. I get some redness there. I feel like if I put it on with the sponge, it gets really heavy really fast, so I have to be very careful and judicious. One of my favorite ways to use it is to grab a big fluffy brush, just kind of roll in it like this, and then to set my foundation, and it gives me just a hint more coverage. This I don't like as foundation on its own. I mean, you can really build it up, but when you're 46 years old and your skin is not as tight as my 13 years old is, this can look really heavy and can really accentuate the fine lines. It looks best if I use it with a brush instead of swiping it on with the applicator that comes with it. But if I do need just a little bit, like just here or just here, this applicator is great for like targeted spot application. So this month, the one thing that I have been addicted to is cream blush. This one from Milani is really nice. I've told you about this before. This is the Rituel de Fille Color Nectar Pigment Balm. I love this one. This one is in Bloodflower. It looks a little frightening, but it blends out to a beautiful kind of strawberry-y pink color on the cheeks. It's so pretty. I even love this on the lips. I have been testing out the new one from Rare Beauty. This is the Melting Blush in Nearly Mauve. I like this one too. This one's interesting because it ends up feeling like a powder when it's set. So this is the one from Rare Beauty, and this was the first one that made me go, maybe I need to think about cream blush again. This is the Super Cheek from Beauty Pie. This is the shade French Raspberry, and it looks really scary here, and it is definitely much more intense, but I use it very lightly. You can tell this is the brush I use with it. I'll tap it on here, tap it on the back of my hand, and then apply it so I don't get too much. And it gives me the most beautiful berry cheek, kind of like just like in from the slopes if you were skiing somewhere. I've been loving cream blush so much. When I got this product, I did not know whether it was gonna work for me or not, but I have been just reaching for it a lot. I don't know that it's the most flattering on me, but I can't stop reaching for it. That has to mean something, right? This is the new highlight from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is the shade Iced Out. I am wearing it today. My concern was when you run your finger over it, there is some sparkle here. I don't know if you can see it. There is little particles of shimmer. I wouldn't say it's glitter because it's not, but there are little particles that you can see on the skin. And I was worried that that was gonna show up here, get stuck in a little craggle, and then age me. And the truth is, I don't know whether it's the brush I use. I use the Goss airbrush. I don't pick up a ton. And then I just kind of hit it here. I'll place it where I want it. And then I'll flip the brush over to the other side and spend time just buffing it in. And I don't know whether it's the process of buffing it in, but I do like kind of like this warm yellowy color. I didn't really think I was gonna like this at all. I was like, oh, I'm just gonna try it. And I was worried that the sparkle wouldn't really be good for my 46-year-old skin. I can't stop reaching for it. I don't understand. Someone else may come up to me and be like, maybe not, but I like it. I like it a lot. There are days that I am deciding my little bit of makeup, I'll put on a little bit of concealer, I'll put on a tinted lip gloss, and I'll put some brows on. And oddly enough, I have been reaching for this. This is the Brow-sessive from Wet n Wild. It's a brow shaping gel. There's no fibers in this. I love a fiber gel. I love a good brow pencil. I even like those little markers. There's so many things. But this is so fast and so easy. So it's a little teeny tiny mini spoolie. It really reminds me, not just in, you know, the packaging and the size of the brush, but even in texture of the Glossier Boy Brow. Oh, it so reminds me of the Boy Brow because it has a slightly waxy feeling, not in a bad way, not in a like a what did I put in my eyebrows kind of way, but it's a little bit stiff, but it never sets so much that you feel like you have hairsprayed your eyebrows in place. And this adds some fluffiness and some texture to my brows that I like so much. I really do like it. And on the days that I don't wear anything else, like today, I do have something else in my brow, and I just got it right here by my forehead. On the days that I am not wearing anything else, I will start by back combing the tail ends of my brows where I have less brow hair to deposit color, and then I'll go through and brush them all up. That's my favorite technique for any brow product, but I really feel like, I don't know why, it's not expensive. I am just wearing the shade brown. I think it comes in like 3, maybe 4 shades. I think it's 3 shades. This has just been really easy. I've been wearing a lot of lip glosses. I love the Gloss Embrace from Lisa Eldridge. This is the shade Muse. This one I had to pull out of my purse. I also had to pull this out of my purse. This is the gloss from Goss. This is Cherry Blossom. Just, you can tell they're very similar in shade. One's a little deeper, but they're glossy, shiny. I have been loving, if I want a little bit more color, those are kind of a natural looking lip. Something a little bit more intense are the Cosmetics glosses, the True Glosses. These are like my 3 favorite formulas. Love these lip glosses. I do like the Fenty Gloss Bomb, but I haven't been reaching for it over these guys. And I've been using the Kush Lip Balm, just the green one, the clear one. This was also in my purse so that I can, you know, have hydrated lips and not worry about if I need to put a mask on that it's gonna kind of go everywhere. Now, when I'm around the house and I feel like I need a little pick-me-up, I've rediscovered this. This is from Beauty Pie. Sadly, it doesn't say on the bottom here anything more than the name, so I will have to put it on the screen for you, the name of this product, but it's basically a glossy lipstick. This is the shade Bruised Berry. It's shiny, it's beautiful, and I love that everyone is doing kind of like these lip balm lipstick hybrids right now. I know Tarte has one. I know It Cosmetics has one. There's the Melting Lip Click from Sephora. There's a lip gloss in a stick from Marc Jacobs. Like, a lot of people are doing this. There's the cushion, the lip cushion from Cosmetics. A lot of people are doing this kind of glossy lipstick. I definitely feel like that lip trend is having a moment, and I'm fully embracing it. I love that. This one in Bruised Berry is really pretty. I would love to know what your favorites for this month have been, and I feel like I might maybe barely be getting to the point where I can start, you know, watching new shows or reading books that are a surprise to me because I feel like I've been needing a lot of predictability because our world has been so unpredictable over the last year, and I didn't realize it until it started really happening like September, October in my life, and it really has hit hard January, February, but I feel like maybe I'm kind of like easing out of that. So I would love to know what your favorites are. If you have a favorite food, a favorite snack, a favorite show that you watch, or book that you've been reading, a favorite activity. I'm still like up to my eyeballs in crochet, something that I do that makes me happy and brings me comfort. Let me know what your favorites for this month are. Thank you so much for watching. Have an incredible day, and I will see you again soon.